It was the charge leading up to this day, and all across the island people responded. From the Prime Minister to the Peanut Man, Jamaicans came out in their numbers to labor for the health of the nation, and the JIS team captured it all. We have highlights in our special extended news package, plus the leaders charged to citizens for national development. I'm Adrian Atkinson. Thanks for joining us.
Every house, every workplace, every club, everywhere in Jamaica for health safe. Keep it clean. See that?
The government's tax relief will benefit more than 250,000 people who pay income tax. The tax threshold will be moved from $592,800 to $1 million on July 1, 2016, and to $1.5 million on April 1, 2017. The government of Jamaica building a partnership for economic growth and prosperity.
Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your JIS News from Monday, May 23. For health's sake, keep it clean was the theme that drove this year's Labor Day observance. Thousands of Jamaicans answered the call to help rid the country of mosquito breeding sites and other unsafe environmental conditions. This was most evident at the national project, which involved extensive cleanup of 3 communities in Portmore, St. Catherine. Shernet Bird was on location.
Activities at the National Labor Day project, which targeted 3 Portmore communities, went smoothly throughout the day. From as early as 7 o'clock this morning, volunteers began their work to detect and destroy mosquito breeding sites in Gregory Park, Washington Mews, and Christian Penn. Here at the Gregory Park Basic School, workers planted trees, painted, and did general refurbishing of the school property.
We are working to give back to our community, and we are doing it for health's sake. We are going to keep it clean. And many of us today will learn new methods of combating the dangerous vector, the most dangerous animal on earth, the mosquito.
And to continue the works conducted here today, government has plans to increase the fines for littering, as well as involve more community-based organizations in cleanup activities.
I am promising that very, very shortly, I'll be taking the necessary changes for the Litter Act to Cabinet, because all it needs is a simple change in the regulation, a simple ministerial change, and that is going to be done shortly. Because also, while we are making the country clean, we have to bring to book those who continue to spoil the beauty of the country.
We're hoping to launch a community leadership forum across the country, where we're going to be getting the leaders of the respective community-based organizations, pulling them together at a parish level, having a conversation with them and trying to engage them to engage their particular associations as it relates to the actions that has to be taken. So that's one of the methods that we're going to be engaging in the immediate future.
Reporting for JIS News, I'm Shernet Bird.
Health was also on the agenda for the St. Catherine Parish Council, where the Riversdale Main Road and Health Centre benefited from much needed attention this Labor Day.
Well, today we are cleaning up Riversdale and its environment, but especially the community centre, the clinic, the police station, and more likely to the postal agency.
That was Mayor of Spanish Town, Norman Scott, outlining the main activities in St. Catherine for Labor Day 2016. He was joined by other government officials, members of the community, volunteers, and private sector partners. A representative from Kirk Distributors was on hand to set rat baits. The community members were pleased with the assistance.
Clean up today, well, that will be a big success for us, because it's been a while since we haven't done so much cleanup.
It's been very beneficial to the community health-wise, because with the community are mosquitoes, rodents.
It is evident that the scope of work carried out today will create a cleaner and safer environment for members of the Riversdale community and the surrounding environments. Reporting for JIS News, I'm Sandra Clark.
We now join Tamara McHale for a report on Labor Day activities in the capital.
The major project for the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation was the St. Teka High Early Childhood Development Center, where members of staff, students and parents were out in their numbers, debushing the school, cleaning up the environs, getting rid of potential mosquito breeding sites and more.
It's a super facelift. We have been low in numbers, and I know that it is the outlook of the school that gets your numbers up. And so this is a step forward in getting more children to come.
I'm now joined by KSAC Mayor Angela Brown-Burke. Can you just tell us why this institution was selected as the major project for today?
We got a chance to see the condition of the school, and as we were looking around for projects for Labor Day, we thought that it would be a good one in terms of making sure for the cleanup. I was concerned about what's happening to our children and those conditions. As well, we're doing some beautification of the grounds itself as well, cleaning up and so on. There's some work, removing some of the breeding sites.
Thank you so much. While working to keep the environment clean while ensuring the health and well-being of our students, for GIS News, I'm Tamara McKeel.
Other groups tackled Labor Day projects in the corporate area, including the Jamaica Masters Athletics Association, which caters to the needs of athletes and athletics lovers 35 years and older. Members of the association volunteered their time to beautify the Comprehensive Health Center on Slipen Road. Work included painting the facility and cleaning windows and the general surrounding. Individuals also planted trees and flowers as part of landscaping work at the health center. In neighboring St. Thomas, meanwhile, more than half a mile of coastline was cleared of debris as volunteers came out to labor for health's sake.
St. Thomas is known for its beautiful shoreline, and definitely residents of St. Thomas turned out from 7 this morning to protect its coastline.
To eliminate the breeding of the mosquito and breeding site. So we target this area, the Bamboo River area, which actually is an iris area. Over the years, Bamboo River have a lot of breeding sites, like some gullies and some drains and so forth.
Though the beach cleanup started at the Bamboo River community, the residents continue to labor along the coastline, stretching behind critical agencies such as the Inland Revenue Department, the Rudolph Elder Park, and the Fishing Village.
The JIS team was also in Clarendon, where the Maypen Health Center was chosen as the parish project. Carrie Bishop was on location.
Here in Clarendon, the Maypen Health Center received a well-needed facelift. The work being carried out by volunteering citizens from the area, with support in equipment and material coming from the Clarendon Parish Council, the Maypen Health Department, councillors and Member of Parliament Mike Henry. The wide scope of work done included cutting the lawn, cleaning the drains on the compound, paving the parking area and entrance to the facility, painting of the building and cleaning of the furniture.
It's a decidedly judicious decision in respect of what we have to do with catch up with the various areas of deterioration. Obviously, health is one of the most important elements in this area of ZIGV and all the various V's that exist overall. I believe the Minister is trying to intensify the use of this health center in the wider capacity, and we're trying to make sure it fits in with a kind of ambience that should really be every day.
I'm happy that this community, the citizens within the neighboring communities are out in their numbers to work on this project. It's about responding to their needs and health, and since maybe they have family members who come to the clinic for whatever illnesses that they may have to get treated. I must commend the residents for coming and to participate and to bring back the whole volunteerism to Labor Day.
Reporting from the Maypen Health Center in Clarendon, I'm Carrie Bishop.
Health centers were also chosen as the parish projects in Hanover and Westmoreland. Meanwhile, the St. Elizabeth Parish Council led drain cleaning and general cleanup work in the town of Santa Cruz for its parish project. A similar approach was taken in Manchester, where the town of Mandeville was the parish project. The work involved renovating and sanitizing the market, painting the police station, and upgrading infrastructure in the town.
The communities are making sure that they get rid of breeding site for mosquitoes, keeping it clean. And as you know, Mandeville, we pride ourselves in being the cleanest town. So we want it to be clean and beautiful.
I feel pleased about it because it's a long time this work never done. And if it's going on now, I'm very pleased.
Fencing, beautification and the disposal of debris were the focus of Labour Day activities in St. Anne, where the Alexandria Market was chosen as the parish project. St. James similarly embarked on significant upgrading of the Charles Gordon Parish Market, where workers got started on the rehabilitation of the main market building, administration area, canteen and police post. Attention was also paid to the car park, market circle and roads leading to the market. Elsewhere in the parish, residents of Copperwood and Bickersteth teamed up to undertake general cleanup of their communities, with a project to provide a venue for social and economic empowerment of the youth.
The main focus today, Labour Day, is on the Bickersteth Community Centre, where we are at the moment doing some work. As you can see around, we are doing some cleaning up, cutting, painting, just about every little thing. We're gonna try to rehabilitate the community center generally for the upliftment of our youth, for skill training and things like that, to get our youth, get them attached to something meaningful about their lives.
The president of the Copperwood Citizens Association told JIS News that the Political Directorate, Social Development Commission and Community Development Committees were being approached to help rehabilitate the community centre. The goal is to complete the work by the independence period. And despite the weather, Labour Day activities were in full swing in Portland. Simone Reed Hilton visited the parish project.
Heavy rains which pelted sections of Portland could not stop the scheduled Labour Day activities at the Port Antonio Police Station. Dedicated members of the police force and workers at the Portland Parish Council were seen cleaning the grounds of the station. Specific areas were also prepped for painting, and a gate was installed on the compound. But the main focus was improving the look of the guard room. Fresh coats of paint assisted in that area. Let me see if I can get a word in with Mayor of Port Antonio, Wayne McKenzie. Mr. McKenzie, how are you? I see you hard at work. What else is being done here at the police station?
Well, away from the painting out here, they are painting also other areas of the station. They are doing some works in the bathroom. General working will be done on the compound, inclusive of JPS assistance to move some old cars and park them in a specific area.
Let me just move over to Deputy Superintendent of Police Oral Harrison.
It will help definitely to enhance our customer relationship. The facelift will be definitely one help production, right? And if our customers, internal and external, is happy, then we are certain that we have gained some grounds.
I'm Simone Reed Hilton reporting for GIS News.
In other news, Jamaica and Venezuela have agreed to deepen cooperation in the areas of trade, energy and culture. The details were unveiled in a press conference on Sunday during Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's one-day working visit to Jamaica. Details from Andrea Chisholm.
Following the arrival of the Venezuelan president Saturday night, bilateral talks were held with Prime Minister Andrew Holness and other senior government officials at Jamaica House yesterday morning. Jamaica and Venezuela agreed to strengthen cultural ties through that country's El Sistema, a world-renowned youth orchestra and system of training young people in music. Meanwhile, Finance Minister Audley Shaw will be leading discussions to improve trade arrangements under the Petro-Caribe Agreement. Prime Minister Andrew Holness outlined the third area of focus.
An expedited agreement on the refinery upgrade project, which is mutually considered to be imperative to the economic development of Jamaica.
For his part, the Venezuelan president pledged to continue with the Petro-Caribe trade agreement to strengthen economic development in Latin America and the Caribbean.
We have agreed to give us 3 months before the holding of the meeting, at higher level meeting between the two countries, in order to conclude the agreements that could have been discussed in the field of our economic trade policies.
For GIS News, I'm Andrea Chisholm.
And finally, a Labour Day concert to close off the day is taking place later today. It will be held at the Emancipation Park from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The concert will also be broadcast live on a number of television stations. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie-Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.
we have a subculture that supports those who do not inform, an anti-informer culture that pervades our entire society that we must break down.
As you saw earlier, thousands accepted the charge to help rid the country of mosquito breeding sites. Up next, Prime Minister Andrew Holness talks more about the value of volunteerism and keeping the environment clean.
Come together and make it work.
My fellow Jamaicans, as we mark Labor Day, we recall the heroic and landmark struggles of the Jamaican worker from the cane fields of Frome in Westmoreland to the docks of the Kingston waterfront. It was these workers' struggles that seeded and catalyzed the national movement towards self-government and independence, and developed the first truly mass national organization which would later be leveraged as a political base. Indeed, the government I lead is inextricably linked to the working masses. But these are roots that can be claimed by all of us as Jamaicans, irrespective of political affiliation. For all of us owe a debt of gratitude to our workers. So it is fitting that we salute our workers and remember the struggles of 1938, which paved the way for modern Jamaica. The core of the struggle then was about securing reward and respect for labor. This government believes in your labor, your industry, your enterprise. We believe that if there is an atmosphere of understanding and mutual respect where workers are assured that their efforts will be rewarded, then they will produce more. Increased productivity means economic growth. That is why we are reforming the tax system, so that the worker is not penalized for working and earning an income. You get to keep more of your rewards from your labor. This government takes a sense of pride on this Labor Day in saying that we have fulfilled our commitment to the working masses, and we are confident that you will respond with greater productivity. As spiritual beings, we labor not always for pay. The apprentice works to learn. The retiree may work to keep the mind and body active. And the volunteer gives of his time and energy to help a neighbor or advance a cause. If we are not working, then we are idle and unproductive. And you know who has use for idle hands. It is the objective of government that every able-bodied Jamaican should be involved in some form of work, whether it is working for learning, working for earning, or working for giving. This Labor Day, we celebrate and encourage Jamaicans to work for giving. That is, volunteering their labor to help their community or advance a cause. This year, our theme for Labor Day is, for health's sake, keep it clean, focusing on both health and the environment. The two things are closely linked. We cannot advance the interests of workers if we do not protect and promote their health, as well as the health of their environment. But it is also in the interest of workers to ensure that where the state resources are unable to fully cover programs to protect the environment and eliminate health threats, that enlightened interest drives the citizen worker to volunteer their time and effort. We must revive and encourage the spirit of citizen volunteerism. We therefore urge you to get involved in a Labor Day project today. Volunteering is not only good for the community, but in so doing we advance our own interests by helping others. As in the case of our campaign against ZICV, community action safeguards all of us. This year, 3 communities in Portmore, Gregory Park, Washington Mews, and Christian Penn, will share the National Labor Day project. Get involved. If you are living outside of these communities, find similar projects. In caring for our environment, we're caring for ourselves. Our environment
and the ability to enjoy it through good health is all we have. The workers of 1938 have bequeathed to us a rich legacy of social activism and volunteerism. If these workers acted selfishly or simply complained by themselves without taking decisive collective action, where would we be today? We owe it to this and succeeding generations to recapture that spirit of activism, that spirit of community action and volunteerism to address common threats. Fellow Jamaicans, our actions can make a difference. As the scripture says, look, the fields are white unto harvest. There is work to be done in the vineyards. If Jamaica is to be prosperous, we all have to work towards it. I urge you, beyond Labor Day, to carry forward this spirit of volunteerism and service. Get involved in your communities. Play an active part in your country as a citizen. Know that your government is doing more for you. Now is also the time to do more for your community and your country, making Jamaica a better place through your labor. There is dignity in all types of honest work, paid or unpaid. Let us, on this Labor Day, recommit to the culture of work. As it has been said, work is worship. Let us worship not just in words, but in deeds. I wish for you a productive and meaningful Labor Day. May God bless you, and God bless Jamaica, land we love.
Come together and make it work.
Preparing for CSEC exams? Visit ELJAM's virtual learning environment for free study notes, videos, and quizzes in 11 subjects. www.elearnjavle.org.
I'm putting in the hard work, and hard workers deserve all their props and perks. Come together and make it work.
My fellow Jamaicans, Labor Day signals the end of Workers' Week, in which the nation pays tribute to all our workers. It is also a time when we reflect on Jamaica's proud history of struggle and the triumph of our workers and their representatives. We celebrate the pioneering efforts of the early stalwarts and the leaders of the trade union movement. We salute their role in defending the rights and interests of the workers of Jamaica. Today, we recall their struggles from the 1930s. Their widespread labor protests resulted in the legal recognition of trade unions. They laid the groundwork for the right to collective bargaining and the other economic and social advances enjoyed by our workers today. Both Workers' Week and Labor Day provide an opportunity for us to reflect on the struggles and sacrifices of Jamaican workers over many centuries. They have been instrumental in building the strong foundations for a better Jamaica. We salute our workers in all areas of national life, in education, agriculture, sanitation, household helpers and gardeners, the health sector, hospitality and tourism, sports, the arts, the public sector, the security services, industry and commerce, finance, transportation, manufacturing, mining, the booming business process outsourcing industry, and all other areas. Their diligent work and accomplishments contribute greatly to the growth and development of Jamaica. Recognizing the importance of individual and collective effort to national development, the Most Honorable Michael Manley in the 1970s led the nation in a campaign to put work into Labor Day. He believed then, as I do today, that when we come together, we can build strong communities and a better Jamaica for all. Over the years since then, Jamaicans from all walks of life have turned out in large numbers on Labor Day to work as volunteers in their communities. Many children's homes, parks, schools, hospitals, health centers, police and fire stations, as well as other facilities, have benefited from voluntary work on Labor Day. I use this opportunity to commend all those who volunteer their time, talents, and other resources to improve their communities and their country on Labor Day. I encourage others to join in giving back to our communities and country through voluntary service. This year, Labor Day is being observed under the theme, "For Health's Sake, Keep It Clean." The theme is a call to action. It is a call for all citizens to work together to ensure that we safeguard the health of our families, communities, and country. The activities for this Labor Day will focus on cleanup and repair projects, as well as the identification and removal of mosquito breeding sites. Preventing and controlling the outbreak of vector-borne diseases is vital to ensuring a healthy environment for all of us, for you and for your children. When our living spaces and surroundings encourage unhealthy agents, such as mosquitoes, there's great danger to health and safety, especially for vulnerable groups. My fellow Jamaicans, a healthy environment is vital for the development of Jamaica in sustainable ways. That is why it is often said that the health of a nation is the wealth of a nation. Let Labor Day this year be a time of new resolve to continue doing everything we can to build our families, communities, and our nation. Let us combine our efforts this Labor Day 2016 to make every nook and cranny of Jamaica healthy, clean, and nice. God bless you and crown your efforts, and may God bless Jamaica, land we love.
Come together and make it work. When you feel like giving.
Wait, who that? Colin, hey, what go on? You know, say, I'm on my way to go look about the farm work program. Aye, I love to do the farm work program there, you know. But remember, I serve a 5-year prison sentence for a minor crime. Them can clear it, you know.
Yes, Colin can get his record expunged. Expungement is having a conviction removed from your criminal record after certain specifications have been met. Visit the Criminal and Civil Justice Division in the Ministry of Justice for more information.
This is where we close the pages on today's magazine. Thanks for your company. We have another program lined up for you tomorrow, so be sure to return. In the meantime, watch this one again on our website or YouTube channel. If you have a comment, use our Twitter or email accounts. Until next time, I'm Adrian Atkinson. Do take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.